Terence Crawford has expressed his opinions about the recently made public training videos of boxing great Canelo Alvarez. Boxing fans became excited and eager for a future fight between the two champions when Crawford, who is renowned for his painstaking preparation and commitment, shared his thoughts and responses to Canelo's rigorous training regimens. On the weekend of Mexican independence in September 2025, Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford will square off in the highly anticipated bout. Canelo, who is making a big leap from welterweight to 168 pounds, will defend his WBC, WBA, and WBO titles against Crawford in this fierce middleweight title fight.
He went on the ring with Teddy Atlas.
What does that mean?
He said you're the most overrated Mexican champion in history. He said that Salvador Sanchez and
boxeador mexicano.
Más
popular, pero sin causa.
Sí. Fucking crazy, that guy. and you think he knows boxing? Fuck.
Someone that Canelo has shortlisted Crawford for the May fight, his fight in May. Dan, what's happening?
Yeah, listen, I think it's just a fluid situation. I don't think there's anything definitive one way or the other at this point. I mean, it's not a secret that that's a fight that's been discussed by a lot of us and by a lot of people in the sport for quite a while. Certainly, it's a fight that Turki Al-Sheikh from Saudi Arabia has shown a lot of interest in. And of course, if it's going to get made, someone's going to have to put up a lot of guaranteed money. And he's probably the person that's going to do it. He's obviously been working closely with Terence Crawford. He was involved with Terence Crawford's last fight that took place in August when he fought Israel Madrimov. It's obviously a fight that Terence Crawford has been very vocal about wanting. Now, Canelo hasn't ever said he wanted the fight, kind of downplayed it to a certain degree. But it wasn't that long ago. I don't know, maybe a couple of months ago, he was doing an appearance and he was asked about it and he didn't close the door on it. In the past, he sort of like closed the door on it and was like, I'm not interested. He's like, listen, I'll talk to anybody and listen to what they have to say about the deal, any kind of deal. So in my mind, that sort of at least cracked open the door to have the conversation. Like he wasn't just saying, forget it, in terms of working with Turki or anybody else. So I think that Canelo is a smart person in terms of his boxing, but also in terms of his business. And when he looks around at the landscape and he wants to make a huge amount of money, like all top fighters or any fighter for that matter, and he looks and sees who can I fight where I can make the biggest score, in a big time fight.
Canelo Alvarez is regarded as one of the world's top pound-for-pound boxers because of his strength and tactical adaptability. Crawford is a world champion in 4 divisions, gives the ring speed, accuracy, and flexibility. Fans are giddy with anticipation for what looks to be one of the greatest boxing events of the year due to the clash of styles and skills.
Terence Crawford said that he moved up and won, and Canelo moved up and lost.
They talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won.
I don't think that was a strong point because Canelo Alvarez actually moved up and won. I mean, he moved up a lot of weight classes, but if you want to talk about light heavyweight, he moved up and he beat Kobe. Then he moved up again and he lost to Bivol. Terence Crawford, on the other hand, he moves up to 154. He won 115, 113, but it was just an 11-0 Madrimov who didn't really have much of a resume, right? But there's a difference, to be real. I mean, Bivol is a Hall of Fame. Okay, this guy, all-time light heavyweight. This is a bit different. Canelo did knock out Kovalev when he did move up. Okay, and Kovalev is a bigger challenge at light heavyweight than Madrimov at 154 for Terence Crawford.
Canelo Alvarez has a 62-22 professional record and is a formidable opponent in the super middleweight class. Canelo has demonstrated his ability to succeed in heavier weight classes. His strength, quickness, and experience make him a formidable opponent.
Listen, Canelo needs to understand he's a different fighter now. The deterioration is there. He's not the same guy. He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps a pace and a pressure on you. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're going to knock them out and then going into, what are we, 6 decisions in a row now? Scores a knockdown every time, power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push. That's the real difference, and that comes with age. He's 34 going on 45 at this, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights, been around for a long time, doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys, because he is fighting younger, bigger guys. So you got to keep that in mind as well.
When he fought Canelo, and he was like standing right in front of Canelo, and Canelo's just whiffing, it was a life lesson. And then you look at how good Canelo's head movement got after that fight, when he realized it. I mean, my God, when he fought Danny Jacobs, and Canelo's just standing right in front of him, bobbing. That's all what he learned from fighting Floyd.
Canelo Alvarez's latest training footage has electrified the boxing community as he prepares for his highly anticipated showdown with Terence Crawford. The video showcases Canelo's relentless dedication, highlighting his explosive power through intense strength and conditioning drills. His speed and precision are unparalleled, with lightning-fast combinations and sharp footwork on full.
Es esta, fíjate. Pam, 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 pam. Hun, hun, hun. Bam. Gancho. Hun, hun, hun. Hun, hun, hun. Digo. Hun, hun, hun. Eso. Hun, hun, hun.
Display. The footage captures Canelo perfecting his craft, dedicating countless hours to heavy bag sessions, shadowboxing, and working mitts with his trainers. Canelo's focus and commitment leave no doubt he's preparing to bring his A game. Fans and analysts alike are abuzz, eager to see how this meticulous preparation will translate in the ring against Crawford, a formidable opponent. With both fighters known for their exceptional skill, this matchup promises to be one of the most exciting in recent boxing history. Canelo's impressive track record includes victories over top contenders and showcases his adaptability across multiple weight classes, cementing his status as a super middleweight powerhouse. His ability to land powerful punches and endure incoming blows has made him a dominant force in the sport. This training footage only heightens the anticipation for the fight, as it underscores Canelo's determination to leave no stone unturned. As the bout draws closer, the excitement continues to build, with many speculating whether Canelo's preparation will give him the edge in this epic clash. One thing is certain, Canelo Alvarez is ready to make history.
Floyd Mayweather at what? You're 23?
23.
That's so fucking young.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I try to beat him, because you know, if you beat him, you want to be the best in the world at 23.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience, he's so smart. He have everything in a fighter, a complete fighter. He don't have power in the punches, but when you that kind of fighter, you don't need it.
You think that was the toughest fight you faced?
No.
What do you think?
I think it's tough fights and difficult fights. That was a difficult fight.
Canelo is beating these guys with all 5 layers of defense. Number 1, feet. Number 2, elbows, hands, shoulders, and the mind. This is exactly how both of those guys got to the highest level of boxing supremacy. Canelo Alvarez means to the Mexican fans what Floyd Money Mayweather meant for black people. 50 wins in boxing, no losses, no draws. And follow for more.
Canelo stands out because to his quickness and ring acumen in combination to his strength. He is a well-rounded fighter because of his head movement, defensive prowess, and accurate counterpunching abilities. His ability to adjust and plan in the ring has been refined by competing against elite-level opponents. His most recent triumph against Edgar Berlanga in the super middleweight class further cemented his place as a top-tier fighter.
I'll say he is the hardest, for sure. One of the fighters that hit very hard was Angulo. You know, he's a Cuban guy, and he punched very hard too. So I'll say both of them are like the same, but, you know, with Canelo, I was just mentally ready for his shots. You know, I already told myself, I know I'm going to get hit. I know I'm going to get hit on my chin, but it's, you know, I got to bite down on my mouthpiece and push. You know, and look what happened in the third round. I got hit with a left hook. I dropped. We'd be practicing in camp the whole time, you know, keeping my right hand to my chin, and I wound up just moving, and he connected right on my chin. And you see how I punched my glove. You know, that's like a thing for me when I, you know, my last time when I got dropped, I was punching my gloves. 'Cause I'm like, damn, I got hit with a shot. I'm not supposed to be on the floor. But, you know, it comes to boxing. You know, the greats done got dropped, you know, got hurt. But it's about how you come back and respond.
Of the world, Mexico versus Puerto Rico, Saul Canelo Alvarez versus the chosen one, Edgar Berlanga.
In a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, Joe Rogan discussed his feelings toward the impending bout between Canelo Alvarez and Crawford. Rogan talked about his reasons for thinking Crawford is superior than Canelo, citing his speed, skill set, and strategic acumen as crucial elements that may help him win.
I'm saying at once.
Right.
I'm saying I started at 135. I'm just saying, like, say if Canelo was the champion at 147 to go up 168.
Right in one jump.
Yeah, in one jump.
It's a big jump too. 21 pounds. It's a lot of weight.
Additionally, Rogan explained how their disparate approaches collide in the ring, creating an interesting battle. Fans are anxiously anticipating to see if Crawford can pull off the upset against the strong Canelo, and Gann's analysis has increased the excitement and suspense around the event.
Are you tired of people asking you about Terence yet?
No, look, I always say, I respect Terence Crawford. He's a very talented fighter, but he just win one big fight. If you see his record, he just beat one good fighter like Errol Spence is.
Yes.
But other than that, I don't think he's beating other great fighter like Spence. He did a really good job with Spence. He did like almost look very easy. But I knew Terence Crawford is a great fighter. But you know, you never know in boxing.